When it comes to nutrition and health, few topics spark more debate than sugary drinks and fast food meals. Among the most debated products is Coca Cola, often portrayed as a symbol of unhealthy eating. But is a simple cup of Coca Cola really as bad as people think? Especially when compared to some of the staples of fast food, like hamburgers, French fries, and onion rings? Let's take a closer look at the facts and dispel some common myths. Coca Cola is a beverage recognized worldwide, enjoyed by millions of people every day. The primary ingredients in a can of Coca Cola are water, and after that, sugar and carbonation, with a bit of caramel color and natural flavorings. While it's true that the drink contains added sugar, it's important to put this into perspective. A standard 12-ounce, 355 milliliter can of Coca-Cola contains about 20 grams of unhealthy sugar, which is equivalent to just under 5 teaspoons. However, when poured into a typical restaurant cup, the serving size is often less, and the amount of sugar consumed can be much lower, around 14 grams or about 2 teaspoons, which is less than what is found in many other foods we eat every day. Sugar has become a nutritional scapegoat in recent years, but it's only part of the story. Each gram of sugar provides 4 calories, so a can of Coca-Cola contains about 80 calories from sugar. While it's true that excessive sugar intake can contribute to health problems like obesity and diabetes, context matters. When compared to the calorie and fat content of many fast food items, a single cup of Coke is far from the worst offender. Let's shift our focus to fast food staples: hamburgers, French fries, and onion rings. Hamburgers, particularly those made with fatty or processed meats, pack a significant calorie punch. On average, a hamburger contains between 50 and 90 grams of fat. Remember, each gram of fat contains 9 calories, more than double the calories found in a gram of sugar. This is a crucial point. While sugar is often demonized, fat, especially in the quantities found in fast food, can lead to even greater calorie consumption. Consider this: a classic fast food hamburger with its bun, patty, cheese, and sauces can easily exceed 1,000 calories, with a large portion of those calories coming from fat. French fries and onion rings, both deep-fried in oils, add even more fat and calories to the meal. A medium order of fries typically contains around 75 grams of fat, while onion rings can contain even more, depending on the size and preparation. The calories in these side dishes are nearly all from fat and are considered as a true culprit for many more diseases which sugar cannot directly cause. Added sugars can cause obesity and leukemia, but not in a direct way. Fatty foods, on the other hand, can cause lots of cancers and can lead to fatty liver disease. Now, not all fats are created equal. Unsaturated fats, like those found in nuts, fish, and plant oils, do have health benefits, supporting heart health and reducing inflammation. However, the fats prevalent in fast food are often saturated or even trans fats, which are linked to increased risk of heart disease, elevated cholesterol, cells mutating into cancer cells, and other health problems. Even unsaturated fats, while healthier, are calorie-dense and should be eaten in moderation. Most nutrition guidelines recommend keeping total fat intake to around 20% of daily calories, with saturated fats limited to less than 5%. A single fast food meal can easily push you over these limits. ABD puts you into grave danger. Compare this to a cup of Coca-Cola. While it contains sugar, it has virtually no fat and no cholesterol. The calories it contains are not empty in the sense that they provide energy, but they lack the additional health risks associated with high-fat, processed foods. It's also worth noting that Coca-Cola is made mostly of water, making it less calorie-dense than foods like burgers or fries. Another often overlooked point is the sugar content of foods like burger buns or white bread. A standard hamburger bun can contain about 25 grams of sugar, and when combined with condiments like ketchup or barbecue sauce, the sugar content quickly rises. In some cases, a fast food sandwich meal can contain as much or more sugar than a small cup of Coke, in addition to the fats and some toxic chemicals like MSG or trans fat. The health danger posed by fast food is not just about the individual macronutrients, but the combination of high fat, high sugar, and high sodium. This trio can lead to overeating, weight gain, and a host of metabolic problems. When eaten frequently, fast food meals are linked to increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. While a can of soda is not a health food, its impact is much less severe when compared to a meal loaded with fats and processed ingredients. Of course, moderation is key. No one is suggesting that drinking large quantities of sugary beverages is healthy, but it's important to recognize that a simple cup of Coca Cola is not the nutritional villain it is sometimes made out to be. In fact, when compared to the calorie and fat content of a fast food burger, fries, and onion rings, Coke is relatively modest. It contains less sugar than one might expect, and far fewer calories than a typical fast food meal. While cola is primarily water, hamburgers, fries, onion rings, and other fast foods are mostly made of unnatural ingredients and terrible fats in large quantities. In summary, while it's wise to be mindful of unhealthy sugars, it's equally, if not more important, to pay attention to fat content, especially saturated and trans fats found in fast food. The impact of fat on calorie intake and health risks cannot be overstated. Each gram of fat contains over twice the calories of sugar, and most fast food meals are loaded with both unhealthy fats and processed carbohydrates. Instead of singling out beverages like Coca Cola or any other sugary soda type as the main problem, it's more accurate to look at overall dietary patterns, focusing on limiting high-fat, highly processed meals. When making choices about what to eat and drink, being informed about the nutritional content of our foods helps us make better decisions. A cup of Coca Cola, enjoyed occasionally and in moderation, poses far less risk than a habitual diet of burgers, fries, and onion rings. Balance, variety, self-control, and moderation are the keys to a healthy diet. So the next time you reach for a Coke, remember, context matters, and the real danger might be lurking in that greasy paper bag, not in your cup.